Today's event represents the shared vision of both institutions to build a dynamic Asia-Africa financial corridor, a platform where legacy and technology converge to shape the future of global finance. On behalf of our organizers, thank you for being here with us. Hope it's a relatively short walk for you just now from HKCEC, and I'm sure it's a very cozy spot for networking later. And don't forget to support our booth later at HKCEC. And if you follow our IG just now, you'll see many special guests, including China Trump. 各位今日嚟諗啊，咁感受到我哋好溫馨嘅場地。記住一陣間咧，please have a short walk 去嚟到我哋嘅會場去支持我哋嘅活動。同埋如果你今日有 follow 我哋嘅 IG 咧，又見到我哋請咗好多嘅 special guests，咁又包括 China Trump 嘅。To kick off our program, please welcome Mr. Desmond Chu, the Chief Representative of ABC Banking Hong Kong Office. 而家有請 ABC 銀行香港嘅首席代表朱顯華先生為我哋發表嘅開場嘅演講。Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, welcome to the satellite event organized by Payment Asia, but aptly named Legacy Meets FinTech. A special thank you to Kenneth and the team for having me this afternoon. My name is Desmond Chu, and I'm the Chief Representative Officer of the Hong Kong Rep Office of ABC Banking Corporation, a bank based in Mauritius. But for those of you who know Mauritius only as a top travel destination filled with maybe white sandy beaches or clear blue skies, please allow me a few minutes to share the positioning of Mauritius as an offshore financial center. Since the 1980s, Mauritius has established itself as the preferred investment gateway into India through the famous DTAA, the Double Taxation Avoidance Agreement between the two countries. Many offshore structures, including the Morgan Stanley Special Situations Fund, have domiciled their base in Mauritius, and subsequently it became the largest source of FDI into India. The explosive growth of the supporting financial services industry in Mauritius include opening up of local offices of the largest accounting firms, as well as corporate secretarial companies. It is against this backdrop that Mauritius has now repositioned itself as the Asia-Africa financial corridor linking what would be the two largest continents in the world. Mauritius was one of the first African countries to formally recognize China, and the two parties have established diplomatic relationships since 1972. Two past Chinese leaders, including Chairman Hu Jintao and Chairman Xi Jinping, have stopped over in Mauritius as part of their African tour, despite the fact that Mauritius only has a population of 1.2 million, of which only 25,000 are Chinese. The strategic relationship between China and Mauritius is further highlighted by the fact that the Mauritian airport, the Bagatelle Dam, and the sports stadium are all built and financed by Chinese companies. So given China's early entry into African market, both as an investor and a trading partner, Mauritius has grown in parallel as an important financial gateway and settlement hub for Chinese companies. It's true that Mauritius has no exchange control, boasts a highly regulated banking sector, and of course is both economically and politically stable as an independent country, adding further credibility to this unique role. Mauritius is oftentimes portrayed as the Hong Kong of Africa, enabling Asian investors to set up their financial hub and regional settlement center for Africa. Logically, some of you may ask why Kenneth and Payment Asia invited me to speak about this topic, so please allow me a few minutes to recount my family history. My great-grandfather left Meixian in Guangdong province back in 1887, some 128 years ago. The story is that he was supposed to be on a slow boat going to South Africa, but on the way down, you hit Mauritius Island first, and because it was so beautiful, he settled down in Mauritius and never left. My late grandfather, Sir Moulin Jean Antoine, was born in Mauritius and started the ABC Group of companies in 1931 as a small retail shop in downtown city center. The shop is situated right across the Central Market, and for those of you that know French, it was named ABC because it stood for Au Bazar Central, which is Central Market. So it wasn't because we were too lazy to think of a more creative name for the company, it was because it was called the ABC store. And thereafter, all the group businesses took on the acronym ABC as our brand. From the humble beginnings as a retail shop, ABC expanded into logistics and car dealership. ABC Motors started off in 1985 as the sole agent for Nissan. And in the last 40 years, the brands we represent include Skoda, Porsche, Bentley, and from China, we also represent Chery and Leap Motors. A significant development came in 1997 with the establishment of ABC Finance and Leasing, which allowed first-time purchasers from ABC Motors to pay for their cars by installment. The business grew to such a scale that in 2010, the Bank of Mauritius decided to upgrade that deposit-taking license into a full-fledged retail license bank. As the first Chinese majority-owned bank, ABC Banking Corporation was listed on the GEM board of the Mauritius Stock Exchange in 2016, and we're proud to share that we're uplifted to the main board this year in April. And being a diversified conglomerate, ABC Group is one of the top 25 companies in Mauritius with over 1,500 employees across 5 different business sectors. One of the things I'd like to share today is that the work ethic and the business values instilled by my late grandfather still echoes through the ABC Group, as we will be celebrating 95 years of history next year in 2026. I'm also proud to share that the third generation of the Antoine family have been smoothly transitioned in as the senior management team, with my cousins Brian, who you will hear from shortly, and Dean, looking after the banking and non-banking clusters of the business. The Antoine family and the ABC Group believe we're well positioned as the leading Mauritian Chinese group to act as the bridge between China and Africa. A good example is the China desk that we have set up at ABC Banking specifically to cater to the growing demand of Chinese companies and investors looking for offshore banking services. In addition to being fully conversant in Mandarin, the China desk RM team have been tailored onboarding procedures as well as customer service support to allow Chinese entities looking for bank accounts to invest or trade with their African counterparts. Of course, with our Hong Kong rep office, we're also able to serve as the first point of contact between our Chinese clients and our headquarters in Mauritius. In recent trips that I've taken in Beijing, Hangzhou, and Yiwu, I've met with local chapters of the China-Africa Business Chambers, as well as financial platforms providing settlement services for traders selling into Africa. The message we received was unanimous. Africa will become the most significant economic bloc and trading partner for China, and the opportunities are endless for fintech and banking solution providers, many of whom I'm sure are here today. Mauritius, with its advantage of having the first African free trade agreement and renminbi settlement center with China, is well positioned to serve as that gateway into Africa. My grandfather is often credited as having left a legacy to bridge Chinese investors into Mauritius during its economic downturn. We now believe time has come to begin a new chapter of the Mauritian economic miracle by linking this legacy with FinTech to bridge Chinese investors and traders into Africa. I would like to end my sharing today with the Chinese proverb, 天時地利人和, which uniquely describes our collaboration with PA. We've entered into a window of opportunity in what is the largest market of Africa, with a partnership that truly plays to the strength of both Payment Asia and ABC Banking. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Chu, for your sharing. So next, let's hear it from Mr. Brian Achon, who is the CEO of ABC Banking Corporation, who will present the company's vision and roadmap for growth and collaboration in Asia.
Hello everyone. I would like to start by thanking Kenneth and the Payment Asia team for giving me this opportunity to address you today. But unfortunately, due to work commitments, I wasn't able to make it to Hong Kong. It goes without saying that Hong Kong is a leading financial hub, and with the FinTech Week, it has shown its commitment to financial innovation. No doubt that technology is having a very big impact in the financial world and will continue to do so for years to come. At ABC Banking, we see FinTech companies as enablers, especially those with AI and data-driven strategies, to help us improve customer service, mitigate risk, or helping us to be more efficient in our operations. It is important that we drive collaboration across all stakeholders, whether it be central banks or monetary authorities, fintech companies and banks, so as to accelerate innovation and stay ahead of the competition. Mauritius, given its strategic position, is a natural partner for Hong Kong and China to create that bridge between Asia and Africa. We're proud to be strengthening our ties in Hong Kong and China, and that since 2017, with our Hong Kong representative office, and of course our close collaboration with Payment Asia. We're very excited to enter into this next wave of financial innovation, whether it is in the virtual asset space or the creation of borderless finance ecosystems between Asia and Africa. And given that Africa is the next frontier, with FinTech, we have the power to unlock its full potential. So I'm really looking forward to this amazing journey with all of our partners. So I look forward to this amazing journey with all of our partners. Enjoy the rest of the evening and see you soon in Hong Kong, or why not Mauritius. Thank you.
Thank you. We will now move to a live demonstration of AI-driven cross-border account opening system, jointly developed by Payment Asia and ABC Banking, showcasing the latest in cutting-edge fintech innovation. 接落嚟，我哋將會展示由 Payment Asia 同埋 ABC 銀行合作開發嘅 AI 跨境開戶口嘅 system。有請而家 Payment Asia 嘅代表 Mr. Alec 為我哋去進行呢個 live demonstration。
Hello everyone, thank you once again for being here today. Can you hear me clearly? Okay, allow me a sentence and a half to introduce myself and explain why it seems the only guy in the room is holding the microphone right now. My name is Alexander, but you can call me just Alec, and as Sabrina just mentioned, I'll be leading the FinTech demonstration. My background includes an undergraduate in information management, which I did here in City University of Hong Kong, and I have experience also working as a business analyst in a consulting firm in Eastern Europe, where I'm originally from, if you couldn't tell me by the accent. Hong Kong opened a lot of opportunities to me, the latest of which came from Kenneth and Payment Asia, who entrusted me with leading this project. And I'm proud to say that in the short amount of time that we had, we managed to turn identified gap into an innovative product that we believe will make life easier for both sides of a account application and account opening. Before we dive in, I would like to take a moment to extend our gratitude towards Desmond and Toby from the ABC Banking Hong Kong office, because they were the first supporters, and in this new age venture, their help and collaboration were truly essential into bringing this project to life so quickly and so efficiently. And as a last side note, I promise, even though what we are about to show you today is a fully functioning website and a fully functioning software, I want you to keep in mind that this is still the first version. So, as you can see on the screen behind me, the name of our software is GA Orbis. Orbis means world in Latin, which we believe aligns with the aspirations we have for the product and its potential reach. So what is Orbis and why it should be of any interest to you in this room today? To put it into one simple sentence, it is an AI-powered system that helps businesses choose a financial institution and based on their needs and guide them through the application process, pre-filling the necessary forms and cross-checking the provided documents, which, like I mentioned earlier, will make the whole applications process much simpler and streamlined for both sides. Next up, what pain points do we solve for the financial institutions, or how do we make your life easier? And the answer is by targeting the following 4 common issues, which are incomplete or non-conforming document packs, inconsistent application data, data on rival cases from poor financial institutions fit, and late-stage enhanced due diligence surprises. And how exactly do we do that? First, we have smart financial institutions matching, which includes pre-screening for eligibility, things like making sure the jurisdiction and the business activities do not fall in the list of prohibited ones. Then we have documents checklist to ensure applications include everything necessary. And lastly, the EDD front loading, collecting and passing on the information to the financial institutions. Second, we have AI-powered cross-checking, pretty self-explanatory, but basically our AI model will run in the background and cross-check all submitted documents to make sure all crucial information matches among the different files and inform the applicant if something is missing or it's mismatched. Third and last, we have AI pre-filling, which simply put is the AI will source all the information it can from the submitted documents, the answered questions, and it's going to pre-fill the application form that the selected financial institution requires. And for the last slide, before we go to the actual demonstration, where we have a few videos showing the whole application flow, this is a very simplified version of the application flow and what to expect to see in a minute. First, we have starting with the account creation and a very short questionnaire. Then we have recommendations and the selection of the financial institution. I just want to mention here that we don't have the recommendations yet because we only support ABC banking at the moment, but that will be implemented as soon as our network grows. Third, we have the documents upload and the cross-checking in the background, which I just mentioned. Fourth is the pre-filling and the confirmation by the applicant, as well as any manual information input if it's missing or the AI couldn't find that on hand. And the last step is the submission. Now to conclude the GA Orbis project, if you can just keep your attention on the screen for a little bit longer, we're gonna showcase the website and the website itself. Okay, this is what the website looks like currently. We hope that we'll be able to see your institution here soon as well on the screen. Next, we're moving on to the account creation step, which, like I said, includes a very short questionnaire after you create your own account. These are questions that the AI wouldn't be able to find from the documents, so it's something that the person will have to submit manually in the beginning. Next, we have the document upload. In this scenario, everything you see here is based on ABC Banking Corporation, which will be obviously done for the other financial institutions as well, but all the documents are going to be required. The person won't be able to submit their application without submitting all the documents, and the AI has to confirm that all the data matches among those files. As you can see at the bottom right, the AI is doing cross-checks in the background. And we just have the AI data extraction, and then the last step will be the pre-filling. This is what the application will look like when the applicant must confirm everything themselves manually, just so we make sure that everything is correct. And here we have AI suggestions as well. I forgot to mention that. And after the applicant has confirmed everything and everything is ready to go, We just have a quick summary and then signature, date, and that's it. Everything is sent to the financial institution directly. Here you can see the generated ABC banking form. That is from me today. Thank you for your attention, and I hope to see your institution there soon as well.
Thank you so much, Ali, for the wonderful presentation. Now, please welcome Ms. Carol Huang, Director of International Strategy at Payment Asia, who will share insights on Hong Kong as a strategic gateway between Asia and Africa and practical steps towards RMB internationalization. 我哋而家有請 Payment Asia 嘅海外戰略嘅主管黃女士，為我哋去介紹香港喺連接亞洲同埋非洲方面嘅重要角色，以及推動人民幣嘅國際化嘅實際做法。Thank you.
感谢大家的到来哈，因为前面几场大家用英文啦、广东话了，这边我就用普通话跟大家简单的介绍一下。我首先想说的是一个背景方面的内容。我觉得对于中国的金融以及中国的金融科技来说，现在是一个非常好的时机。为什么这么说呢？这里有几个数据想跟大家也一起分享一下。这个是中国银行最新的报告，像首先是去年跨境人民币的结算量达到了43万亿，同比增长呢达到31%，而且其中新兴市场以及“一带一路”沿线国家的增长是非常明显的，是达到了35%。而香港在其中的地位其实是非常重要的，为什么呢？因为去年超过30%的中国大陆结算资金是经过香港向全球配置的，所以我觉得这些数据最新的数据都很好说明一个香港在人民币全球化配置的重要这个过程中的一个重要地位。然后第二个呢，我想说的是，香港金融科技发展这个时机也非常成熟。我觉得大家应该也都知道，像今年香港在全球金融中心指数里面排名第一，在比如生成式 AI 啊、DOT 等各方面技术方面呢，都构建了全球领先的生态。金管局 FinTech 2025的这策略呢，也给香港金融业向更加数字化、更加智能化的一个方向继续发展。然后还有一个点，我觉得是像我们的企业经验都更加丰富，像比如说 PA 集团，我们今年已经是第26年了，包括我们的合作伙伴，像 ABC 银行，其实今年是他们的成立15周年纪念日。如果大家要算上 ABC 企业的话，这个可能更加悠久，要达到将近100年的历史了。所以说，我觉得在这个时间节点呢，企业的经验也更加丰富，所以我说这是一个比较好的时机。而在这个比较适合的时机下呢 ，PA 我们希望和我们的合作伙伴一起开创属于一个新兴市场的一些新生态、新业态。首先，我们希望呢，可以和大家一起共建一个智能的结算走廊，比如像借助我们的合作伙伴 ABC 银行在非洲的网络资源以及一些离岸人民币的结算能力，加上我们 PA 作为跨境平台，以及有 AI 的风控技术等等，像我们刚刚同事之前有展示的，我们希望呢能帮助企业在拓展新兴市场的方面有一个更多的机会，也可以规避一些比如说传统美元结算的一些风险。第二个，我们希望拓展一些数字贸易的多元化场景。包括比如说为企业主不仅仅提供支付，也可以提供企业私库管理、财富管理，甚至是包括后续的融资这一块，我相信各位银行的朋友们都也很熟悉了，这是企业的一个很大一个难点，尤其是出海企业。而且呢，除了亚洲市场以外，更多的拓展非洲、新兴市场、东南亚、拉丁美洲这些，包括“一带一路”以及不限于“一带一路”的这些国家。然后第三个，我们希望随着科技的发展，多元化支付呢，在不同场景得到更加广泛的应用。因为我们现在知道，现在支付的手段也越来越多，币种也越来越多，从实体币到虚拟币，其实有更加多的一个应用。所以我们希望利用金融科技以及包括 CBDC 了，大家应该也很熟悉。我们希望利用金融科技呢， 不断的改善不同支付场景，以满足客户最新的一个需求。所以我们在此呢，也向各位合作伙伴一起做出一个承诺，我们希望做企业出海的科技合伙人。首先，我们希望做到的是技术对接，无论是比如 AI 或者 eKYC， 或者一些现在最新的像 RWA 这样的技术呢，我们希望为企业提供领先于市场的金融工具。第二个，我们希望是做企业的生态对接人。我们想依托香港国际金融中心的一个地位，以及离岸人民币的枢纽地位，与合作伙伴像我们的 ABC 银行以及在座的各位一起，帮助中国企业对接全球更广泛的市场，进入更广阔的一带一路市场。第三个是一个风险保护的重要性，像我们在行业深耕26年，非常理解风险控制和合规对于一个企业的重要性。我们希望借助智能合约、合规科技以及一体化的 AI 平台，可以动态地管理企业的资金流，为企业提供符合他们自己利益的多重保障。最后简单总结一下吧，就是 PA 呢，我们希望是以金融科技携手我们的伙伴，比如 ABC 银行以及所有的在座的各位合作伙伴一起，协助中国企业在全球市场中取得更大的权重，为人民币国际化的路程以及金融高水平开放呢贡献更大的力量。我今天就说这么多，谢谢大家。
谢谢黄女士的分享。Thank you very much. Today, we now all invite all of our guests to enjoy the networking session. Thank you for participating in our meaningful dialogue today. And please don't forget to visit us at our wonderful booth at HKCC later.